What's going on, everybody? Adam Neely with Build, Guild, and Refine TV coming back at you with another episode. So who knows what day it is? Tuesday. That's right. So it's time for Tuesday Talks. So this week, I got an email, actually, I guess a YouTube message from one of our 49 subscribers. Which, by the way, is cool. Even though we're a small channel and we only have 49 subscribers so far at this moment, I know that we'll grow. And all of you watching will be the ones who have been here first. Pass it around, help others subscribe, and help this channel grow. I'd really like to see it become something pretty big, where we can actually start helping the community and putting out more instructional videos, answering more questions. Alright, so this week I'm going to address YouTube private message that I received from Derek. He doesn't say where he's from, and he says, "Hey, Build, Guild, and Refine TV." Hey Derek. "What camera equipment are you guys using to shoot your videos? The quality comes out much better than what we shoot out here, comma, and what are you using for your audio? Period. Thanks a bunch, Derek." Alright, cool. So I love this. I love questions, because I love talking and giving answers. So, camera equipment. So you'll see here that the main two cameras that I use are the Panasonic G7 and the Panasonic Lumix GH4. I know the GH4 is kind of an older camera in 2018, but it's a phenomenal camera. And both of those cameras work really well together. The G7 stays on the gimbal. And the gimbal that we use is a Zhiyun Crane V2. And right now, on it is my Lumix GX850. And I love this little camera. This is basically our family camera. I take this out whenever we go somewhere. I let the kids use it. I don't mind them shooting with it. They really enjoy taking pictures with this camera. And I can throw it in my pocket. It's awesome. The GX850. Also can shoot in 4K mode. But there's a lot of specs that I really don't know about it. It's just a great little camera. But what we use for all our gimbal work is the Zhiyun Crane V2. And it's been great. It's light, the handle is a smaller diameter so you don't get fatigued in holding it out here all day. As you can see, it's just such a nice little gimbal. Obviously I don't have it on so it's not going to be balanced. Actually, let's show you right now. So there she is, the Zhiyun Crane. If I want to get a little bit more distance, I can hold it by. So this thing's been great. The Zhiyun Crane V2. It's been pretty awesome. It's lightweight, easy to use, and has never given me any issues. And that is important. So there you go. Travel camera, which is never mounted to this, but the gimbal. And then the G7 is always mounted to the gimbal. The GH4 is what I'm recording with right now. I use for all our tripod work. And they've been just phenomenal cameras. I prefer the Micro Four Thirds system. That's just my preference. I like Panasonic cameras. When I switched from DSLR cameras, Nikons, and went to mirrorless, I went to the Lumix Panasonic systems, the Micro Four Thirds systems. And I honestly, I don't think I'll ever look back. I'd love to try the Canon M50 to see what that can do, just for the autofocus purposes. But with certain lenses that I use, using manual focus obviously doesn't matter. But for instance, I shoot a lot with the Panasonic 7 through 14. That's on the gimbal a lot. It's wide. From an arm's length, that's what a lot of the videos when I'm hand holding the camera are shot with. The G7 with the Panasonic 7 through 14 lens. It's a great combo. I can hold probably about right here and get entire bust and a whole background. It's been awesome. Another lens that I use a lot is the Laowa 7.5 f2. That's a great lens also for getting close to me, but getting wide, letting in a lot of light. That's a manual focus only lens, so it's a little tougher to use, but it works well. Another lens that I love using is, and I'm looking over here because that's obviously where my camera equipment is the Rokinon 12mm. Now that's also a manual focus lens. So those are the main lenses that I use for our films. So that's our main camera equipment for stationary work and moving work. And then obviously I've got a bunch of other lenses that I like to use just for personal use, photography, etc. So audio. Now audio is a whole separate issue that I really wish and maybe I will. Maybe eventually I will make a more of a detailed video on audio because there's just so much that people don't know about audio. And I just watch so many videos where there's peaking and the audio is just going up and down and up and down. It's a mess. So I did have the experience and the benefit of getting to work professionally in the music industry. I worked as a professional engineer and producer. So I've engineered, done all the sound in multi-million-dollar studios. Very high-end equipment. I've used the best, I've used the worst, I've used the most expensive, and I've used the cheapest. And believe it or not, most of our audio has been shot with this little guy. This is the little Comica. What is it? CVM VM10 version 2. And this is essentially just the cheaper version of the Rode Video Micro. Yeah, Rode Video Micro. And in all of the sound tests that I've seen and watched and done, the Comica comes out, I guess, just as good as the Rode, if not, I think a little better. Because I think all Rode mics have more of a muffled mid-end, so it's not really crisp. It's full. The Rodes have a full sound, but they don't have a crisp sound. And the microphone I'm using right now is a very cheap Takstar battery-powered mic. I'll put up the number up here, maybe. This microphone actually does really well for just a little on-camera mounted microphone. Sounds great. You can control plus 10 decibels or 0 decibels. You can put it flat. You can take out the low end. So you do have some options for such a cheap mic, and that thing's been great. So something I've actually just recently picked up that I'm going to start using is the Beachtech Micro, DXA Micro Pro. So this way I have a little more control with our audio as I'm filming a lot more for other people lately. So this thing has been great. I've just used it a little bit. I'm really excited to start using it on some other projects. And that's pretty much it for audio. I keep it pretty simple. So that's what we use to film the majority of our videos. If you have any further questions, put them in the comment section. I'd love to answer them. And I hope that this helps, Derek. And I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for this Tuesday Talks. I'm Adam Neely with Build, Guild, and Refine TV. Thanks for watching.